leads into the question, does someone have a cauldron? So grab one, drink one, grab a second.
If someone with alchemy can grab one for Mish would be appreciated. Ah, and there he is now, so we'll use the summony thing and grab him, and that's perfect.
He's probably on BattleNet, but not WoW yet. Needs an SSD. I'm not set to tank, but for some reason it has put me in that front column. I think maybe because I'm raid leader or something.
No, it's raid assist I gave you.
For some reason I'm not the standard roles. You give me main assist. Right, that means people should attack what I'm attacking. Single target boss here though, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Do you want me to drop you down and do demote? Up to you.
As long as it's not confusing the healers too much.
I shouldn't, because I've set main tank, so we'll grab a... Nope, we've got Mish. Mish, your DPS tonight.
Morgan, Marmite, you there?
Yep, sorry, I was just checking, trying to change some settings. I'm ready.
Are you ready, Mish?
And if anybody gets any cloth that they don't love, Wemo would be very keen. So throw it up.
Sing out when you're ready, Mish. We're ready. Keep your arms and legs inside the raid at all times, and pull when you're ready.
You pull, buddy.
Spike in a second. First star is not long after. Be ready to run behind spikes if you're targeted. Move the circle's way away.
Just moving away from the pillars, which I remember is back.
I'm out in a second. ToS is nearing high energy. Take cover. We broke all the spikes. Get over to the left. No, right side.
Can you grab him back, buddy?
I'm level 5. Please run away from the spikes. Level 5 again. One more to the spikes and then ready to take cover. Take cover. Comet in a second, move away from the spikes. Shattering Star right after. Comet in 5.
So for anyone who hasn't been here for a while, send me trade to trade something, and if it's something you want and it comes up in trade, /roll and go for it.
The echo of the guardian Egwene appears, just as she did in the cathedral.
I sealed each level of this temple so that no invader could descend into its depths. I never anticipated that the Legion would find another way.
Roll away, Wemo. Most of us have cleared this a couple of times, so just go roll. Yeah. I want lots of rolls.
Move out of the way of fires. Okay, so what's your torment? When it gets high, go down the cage, as long as we've called it as a tank, ready to go down there. Remember, burn the ad down in the cage to get orbs, grab orbs to remove torment. Let the tanks and healers get their torment down first, please. Otherwise, attack Alak when he's not doing Fell Squall, and attack Atrigan when he's not doing his Whirlwind. And if you get debuffed, move away from other people if you can, but we need to decurse or dispel within 2 or 3 seconds of that happening to avoid you taking too much torment, so try and move quickly. Otherwise, I think we should mostly all know this, aside from Wemo. Just when your stacks of torment get really high, Wemo, there'll be an extra action button and you can click that to go down the bottom. Just keep people healed down there and grab orbs as they pop up, which will make your torment drop, and eventually a different action button will pop up to be able to come back out of the cage. Down school in 10 seconds, switch over to Etrigan.
You go now if you like Bitey as soon as it hit.
Yeah, Bitey stacks the highest healer is not on the list. Just pick one.
I've got him.
Switch targets.
Alright, going.
Select. There's no DPS above 50, so we probably don't need too many people to go down the cage now.
Is
It has now.
Cool. When it goes, I'll come out. Coming out.
I'm up now.
Down school,
On.
swap to Etrigan.
Metric,
Yep.
lockbox. Yep, gone.
Didn't need a spell.
Maybe Sable's lockbox. Mish.
I'm down and going back up.
It's Bones War, make sure you're on
Don't
Belek.
hit down. As soon as everyone's gone, I'm going.
Next time we'll get Mish to go down, he's high stacks. Oh no, he was in.
So when you're done, Mish, let me know.
No, I'm done.
Cool, gone.
Once Quinny's back, we probably could use one. We've got 3 DPS over 70.
Yep,
Bell
go,
School,
bye.
swap to Etrigan. DPS if we go down, we need to.
Alright, going down.
Switch targets to Belek, you're on Etrigan.
Cool, coming back.
Nice.
Nice.
Super clean.
Yeah, pretty clean.
This hammer forged ancient wonders and shaped the earth itself. Today, it shatters the bonds of fate that seek to crush us all.
you pull these ads out of the water onto the shore so I can earthquake them?
You understood my use of the Naga to obtain the Eye of Sargeras.
I always do.
Tactic to secure the future.
Zelf doesn't, he likes to swim and fight.
Let nothing stop you from...
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't even slow down for the edge, he just keeps going.
Marshall would be fine, just stay short. That's good, I think.
These fools bring the tide still
I don't like swimming.
just as our blessed queen foresaw. Disappoint our queen.
Okay, for this boss, we all just fight in a group in front of the boss. When you get targeted with the, I forget what it is, but it's a pretty obvious effect, you need to run out to the left or the right, and it'll drop a puddle on you. At some point, the boss will drag the puddles in, so we want them to the left or the right, so that it doesn't run through the raid when it happens. Otherwise, stay in the middle. He does an Arctic blows or something it's called, and when that happens, all the ranged and healers need to spread out to the left and the right, because they'll just randomly drop puddles. And melee, I think, swap sides during that so that they drop puddles behind him instead of in front of him, and then close back up, and then always DPS ads, tons of ads, so just keep cleaving. And be in close so that the ads come in close so that we can cleave them.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Close them. First ads in 5. Away if the shot equals first. Ads again in a second. Draw in a second, move out of the way if it's coming through you. Move left and right, if it is, if you're not. That's what we needed to wait for, sorry. Move outside now. Okay, back in. Turn the ads. Right out the circles. That's in 3. Four in. Find the puddles. Stack them now. Spread your blow, sorry, spread out. Back him again. The puddle right behind the group's not so great. That's in 3.
Useless beast. Why the Queen was fond of him, I'll never know.
Please do that with it.
Nice roll, mate.
You won't bother heroism here, but just focus on Skull. And move out of the storms. Okay, so 3-phase fight. Basically, slaying the boss. Watch out for the whirlwinds when they come through. There'll be a puddle on the ground that breaks the whirlwinds, so you need to get on the far side of the puddle. There'll be the line shots that lead to soap with multiple people. And if you get the debuff that's permanent, doesn't have a timer, you need to stun yourself on the circles if you have the debuff. Phase 2, we'll get the usual suspects to run puddles into the big guy when he appears, and also stay out of the massive crashing wave when that appears. And then we just keep burning. final hero phase 2 to push.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Move out of the circles a little. First aid's coming, first set of debuffs going out. This is the debuff. No, it's only one left. Undershot. Against Platos, watch which side they're coming from and break line of sight to the buttons. There they are on the right. Debuffed, jump on the circle, otherwise run out. First. Leaf patches, Hydra shot in 5 seconds. Hopefully shoot it. There it is. It's coming, crashing wave in a second, make sure you move to the sides, watch out for step on the ground. Here it comes, also the whale's too soon, so get ready, grab your puddles first. Go. Wide soon, Hydra shot. Wave soon. Time to see me stuff. Hydra shot soon. There it is. Crashing wave again. Comes, watch out for that on the ground. Maybe a tornado. Wave, there's a Hydra shot not long after. Split it.
Great smoke.
Flowed rivers and seas, the very lifeblood of Azeroth. Today, it washes clean the darkness that scars our world.
mind the trap.
An age has passed since I last walked these halls. I did what needed to be done, though at great cost. Be on your guard, and I doubt the spirit's trapped here.
I got feared in there.
Turn the sentry down and then head through for the next.
Thanks for the bot. What that was.
Me.
Stacking debuff hurts quite a lot. Okay, so during this fight, there's a line of light and dark that will pass slowly from right side to left side as the moon goes over. You'll build up stacks of a debuff that makes you take more and more arcane damage the higher it goes. To get rid of it, you need to cross the line from light to dark and it'll reset the stacks. Occasionally it'll throw out an ability that warns you need to change over as well. You need to just cross the line to get rid of that as well. Otherwise, don't stand in the everything. There's AoE circles and volleys, and there's glaives that get fired out that fly in a straight line. Just dodge the lot. We'll hero on phase 2. Oh, and in phase 2 there's a debuff that goes out on quite a bit of the raid, I think, that needs to be healed off. It absorbs. If it's not healed off, it explodes for what's left at the end, so make sure you keep an eye out for healing requirements. Clear your stacks at about 10 or 12 or so at most. If you stand about 2/3 the way across the room, it'll clear the first time automatically then.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
While I'm calling coming, watch me spot. And second. Spread that.
Is that phase 2?
Bring
Yeah.
the other into place. Full shields out there. Just takes a hide, there's just a little bit of light now, and you can go and secure it. Time to move now. There you have to run some breaks.
Okay, so at the moment it would be groups 1 and 3 up and groups 2 and 4 down. If anybody really can't cope, let me know. Okay, so Konishan, Lockbox, Samil, Marmite, as Sables, Inspires, and Sickle, you are up. Tithe, Buddy, Ice, Thwack, Mish, Wemo, Pop, Defrost, and Metric are down.
That means you
And
use one of the basins in order to get to the realm. Otherwise, I think Arthi mostly needs to know about the soul link thing. So it'll go out on 2 people and they need to move to the same spot, which is the thing put on at the moment. You move together and it drops off, but one person's on each side, so you need to run to purple when you get there. For the last phase, there's alternating thing we need to run in and then run out of. If it's a big circle on the ground, you need to run into it. If it's a swirl, you need to run out. We'll call it as it goes.
now, really good practice for everyone at the end. You are following your tank in and out. So in phase 3, one group will be in, one group will be out, and you're pretty much following your tank in and out. So I'll mark the tank. But Metric will probably call it anyway.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the hell happened then?
On top of you.
You don't know who it was. I got hit for over 4 million damage of bone shards. What the fuck is that?
Got there before the tank.
early pull.
Although he was on me before you died, because even I thought, like, where'd you die from?
Yeah.
But he hit you.
No, it was like my 4th spell, so it kind of been the pull.
No, no, I didn't think so.
Need to improve mage tanking.
Too many crits.
Gonna raise that side? I'll just get him out.
No, we were in ice. I ran them in. Sit back and enjoy the show, so.
Nothing. Tide's gone down.
Is him or not?
Yeah, grab him.
I've already killed half the boss.
And you'll just have to pew pew harder.
Yes.
Catch up. I got you doing 100k DPS, slacker. Remember upstairs to run those to the right in a neat road.
Soul bind in 5. Soon. On our way down.
One.
Run interfere up.
Yeah, he's on there, buddy.
Switch.
Can you taunt him?
Switch. 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 Switch.
These tears of perfect beauty embody the dream of what our world could be. Today, they purify your
Jump
hearts
off.
for the battle to come.
I can't use that other.
Azathi, when you run down through this next part, there's going to be rows of orbs coming through. You need to run through one orb of either green or yellow, and then only run through the same color on the way down.
The elves built this temple upon a site of
We
ancient
will put
power.
a stop
A
to
vault
Kill
I
Jaden's
believed
plan,
would
Eagle.
safeguard the
This
husk
time,
of my
we
fallen
will
soul.
not fail.
But with his
Bold
disciples'
words,
aid,
Captain.
the Dark Titan
But
threatens
victory
to return
requires
to this
more
world,
than
stronger
courage
than before.
alone. The armies of your alliance and horde had courage, while facing slaughter on the broken shore. The deceiver will turn your fears and doubts against you.
Kill Jaden hounded my people across the stars, but we are done running. He will pay for his atrocities against our world and my son.
You're right, Illidan. Kill Jaden and the Legion have defeated each of us in the past. But if we stand together, Azeroth can yet be saved. I know it!
Group up. Okay, so this boss will debuff you with either light or fel. That's light is yellow and fel is green. If you have light, you need to be on the left side of the boss. If you have fel, you need to be on the right side of the boss. Every now and then you get a chance to switch. Make sure you don't get it wrong. Every now and then people will be given bombs, so the bombs make you grow heaps in size and puts a timer clock above your head. Just before that timer runs out, you need to jump in the pit, and the bomb's explosion will blow you back up on the top again. So in the last second, you've got a little bit of play, but just do it late on the timer. Also, when you're going to jump in the pit, don't jump in next to other people. Make sure you space out along the edge. Every now and then she will swap ends. When she swap ends, you need to run down the track. So these gold lines on the road, on the ground here, travel. It's all set in the same spot, and then make sure that your debuff aligns with the orbs that you catch. So there'll be yellow and green orbs. We need to burn the boss, and then just keep repeating that. Keep getting debuffed, and then keep getting to switch sides if we need to. Sables probably needs to release. It's right there though, isn't it?
Only click if you've sorted your flower.
when we go backwards and forwards, when we're doing the orb gathering phase, please make sure to stand together on the spot. Let the melee go left and right, but only just left and right. Don't stand ahead or behind other people, because the orbs really don't have much of a radius. The other thing is you don't have to step right into the middle of the lane to capture them. When you catch them, it makes an AoE little blast around you that'll buff the people it hits. You can just step a third of the way into the lane and make sure that you're still close to the group and still pop the orbs. And yeah, please make sure that you're lined up left to right in line with each other so that everyone gets the maximum benefit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll hero the first time we go.
Taunt.
Swap sides if you need to. Those bombs went out. Someone's on the wrong side, I think.
Which is why light tank always goes first.
Ish. Okay, run back to the markers. Make sure you stand at the spot.
I am compelled to ensure the end of your existence.
Not bad, 8 stacks. Move into the groups. Swap sides if you need to. Bombs going out.
Top,
Yeah,
top.
off went on.
Swap sides if you need to.
Sorry, taunted early.
Got it.
Changing sides in a moment.
You will burn in power you cannot comprehend.
Someone here?
Oh, thank you, yeah.
The end of your existence.
Move into the groups. Watch your colours. Swap sides if you need to. Confusion. Change sides if you need to. We're back in 15, 7 finish up for them. And will you swap sides?
Grab the heals and stop.
Your kind will be cleansed from this world.
charged to serve. To serve the master.
Burn.
My vigil ends. Let not the Dark One awaken.
That wasn't actually too bad. That fight can go a lot worse than that.
We had a bit of a mess up at the start where someone was on the wrong side for Phil.
But that was one for the lot, so it's not too bad, really.
It did cause a whole lot of bombs at the beginning. After we got that sorted, it was pretty clean. And some good stacks, 7 or 8.
Pessimist, optimist.
Yeah, mate.
I saw Mish. Would one of you be willing to go heals for the last 2 bosses?
Damn little mortals. You still this too.
I don't mind. I'll tag myself. Sorry.
And imagining yourself
Sweet,
the
thank you.
equals of the Legion. Heroes, champions, fools. The husk before you was once a vessel for the might of Sargeras. But this temple itself is our prize. The means by which we will reduce your world to cinders. Still, I will not deprive you of this chance to fall before an ancient wonder.
Okay, so this is a 2-phase fight. First we fight up here. We need to mostly just DPS boss until such time as we need to DPS the ad. And to do 2 different mechanics. The first is he does an AoE explosion and we need to run out to around about where these lumps are on the ground in order to take minimal damage from it. And he also does something corruption where he places you place 3 circles on the ground in a row that will deal damage, so you need to run around during that run, during that ability, to try and not run onto other people so that you spread out the circle so that no one takes extra damage from everyone else. It's about 1,000,000 per tick if you get it wrong. Aside from that, just burn the boss, burn the ad when we need to. Phase 2 will all drop down to underneath. Just stand in a moderately okay group behind the boss. Every now and then we'll get a purple ring on us from an ability. We need to soak several people inside each ability. When it goes off, it'll knock you up in the air, so make sure you run back on to the ground pretty quickly. The boss will continue to do his AoE explosions, so we need to run as far away from him as possible. But when he does it in phase 2, he'll break the ground underneath him, so make sure you're well back so that you don't end up taking a bath in the lava. Aside from that, it's mostly slightly mechanics, slightly DPS burn fight.
Thank you.
You should be able to make a little triangle with the corruption packs. Basically, by the time you drop the third one, the first one's just fading, so you should just be able to kind of run a little loop and not have to travel too far at all. Just get out of the radius. Don't leave them in a big long straight line left to right though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The save heroism for when you drop down. Blades, sorry, you also fires these blades in a line. Make sure you're not in line with each other if you can avoid it. AoE's coming, get ready to run out, run out. Aiden's at 3/4, watch where she is. Move and drop the puddles.
Pylons have moved. Taunted.
Where the maiden is, ready to DPS her in a second. Now, burn the maiden until the shield comes off and switch. Off, back to main boss. The puddles. Watch the blade angles. Run away.
Move right.
Aiden's at half energy. I'm down chaos soon, watch your feet. Close your puddles. Aiden soon, look where the positioning is. Move left a bit if you need to. Burn, burn. Stay off again. Puddles and run away at the same time, watch out.
Pylon.
Run away. Blades, watch the lines. I'm down chaos soon. Front puddles in 3 seconds. Maiden in a second, be ready, watch where she is. Maiden. Need to run away in 5 seconds, so burn, burn. They can off her, run. Doing really well on Maiden. The next time you pop her shield, it's going to phase. Top puddles. Maiden's past half.
I'm gonna get him up before we drop.
He's DC'd by the sound. Right, check with him now.
Caesar, do you want me to get you up before you drop?
Puddles, watch out. Maiden's due soon too. Maiden, burn her in the face when we kill her. Go.
Try grab.
Gotta get her.
Just coming in now.
No, we'll be doing it again.
Check.
We didn't kill her in time by the looks.
Not quite.
I blame the mages.
Stand in the lava, sheepdog.
Let's go to source time.
Doesn't matter, the respawn point's right middle way.
Nation of Azeroth, your master's crusade dies here.
So we're really on track with that. It was just unfortunate timing for Rupture Reality versus the Maiden. If we get that again, maybe we can use personal cooldowns and not run too much. We have been killing her before that last one, but it looked like we were on track, so I figured we could do it to transfer minimum amount of damage onto the boss, extra health it is onto the boss. We would have had him gunned down and had a billion health. Which would have made a nice fast phase 3. No, it doesn't matter about when we have to do the damage during the shield window, not during any window, so we need to save it for a burst. Rinse and repeat, we're on track.
3, 2, 1.
There's puddles.
And so try stay near the pylon if you want to see where we're going to be.
It's blades, watch out. Run away. Puddles.
Pylons move.
Maiden's about to be pierced. Burn her. Good, switch off. Puddles. Run away.
Pylons moved right.
Maiden's path. Energy that is. Puddles. Blades. Maiden.
Talon's moved right.
Away. Puddles. Aiden soon. Ready? She's way off to the right.
She's moved, but we'll kill her.
To run away as soon as we popped her. Okay, run away. Oh, sorry, it's Puddles. Now it's run away.
Well met.
And Maiden's coming up to half energy. If you want to say DP's cooldown or something, in order to burn her faster when she pops next shield. Puddles. Alright. He got
I think he's
100
too
energy.
high.
Okay, he only absorbed about 110 million, it's not too bad. Best marks going out. After realities in 5, he will run away. Strike marks. Haven't seen any overlay. Run away.
Yeah, I might have been a bit early there, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah, it's taking it to the other side.
Rupture realities in 5, winning. Second pod and whatever if you can. Aussies run away.
Nice water tanking, Bitey.
Yeah, I was trying to get half of an achievement, but I couldn't quite get it to it.
Have your countless deeds taught you nothing,
sin will never yield. Save your shadow victory. We will return again and again, however long it takes, until at last we break you.
So the blood siphon debuff that these guys throw out goes on to people, and then the person who casts the blood siphon heals the ad that cast it for more depending on what percentage of health the target's on. So if people get debuffed because we missed interrupts, then it's okay to let them lose a bit of health. That'll prevent the ads from healing as much, because sometimes we've had quite a churn to manage to put them down.
And we'll just take it slow. We're down heals for a moment.
Eco's tights. Eco's Smeal. Locksbox is double debuffed. Those debuffs look like they do a lot of damage, but they can't really kill you because they do a percentage of your health. So you can let people wear them for a while. Dispel the Sigil and Marmite. And Locksbox. Done. Spell Mish. Nice. Pretty clean. Spires and locks. Tables. Spires again. Whack. Yay, is that a no deaths trash kill?
I think so.
Oh, throat died. Okay, our old friend killed Jaden. So all the way through, make sure that we soak all of the Armageddons. Small patches if you're not debuffed, and big patches if you have an immunity. Please only soak the big patches if you have an immunity. Please try and make sure that you don't, I won't say fight over spots, but there's only any reason to have one person in each spot. If you have more than one, you're wearing a debuff on purpose. Also, last week I found out if they do overlap side by side and you stand in the middle to soak both, you will wear 2 stacks and it hurts a lot, so don't do that. make sure when we are in phase 2 and he's up and about that we soak the lines that he throws out. Make sure that when the orbs come down, you don't stand underneath them but near them, and let the knockback, make sure that it doesn't push you off the edge. In phase 2, when we have the ads, when you grow in size, you need to run in behind the boss, make sure you do that, and then we burn the ads down. Then we have the darkness phase, where we need to find the boss and ping the spot he's on in order for everyone to get their debuffs to be able to DPS and heal. Sathi Kil'jaeden, I think it is oh, sorry, Illidan, sorry, is hiding in the darkness. You won't be able to see really very far, and we need to run around and find him. He does a pulsing AoE that you need to stand in, and it gives you about a 15-second buff that lets you DPS and heal. If you don't have the buff, you can't do anything. Everything's just absorbed or reduced to 0. So we need to go back and refresh it constantly. Once we kill every ad that's hidden in the darkness, we'll go on to phase 3. Phase 3 continues to be burn hard. He will put an area on the board where people are getting drawn in towards it. You want to make sure you don't get sucked into that space, with the exception when he does the ability that fires missiles. There's a long cast time, and in the last 2 seconds of that cast time, we need to jump into the area that he's drawing people into in order to absorb those missiles. Otherwise, when you're getting pulled around in phase 3, make sure you don't get too close to the tanks or get in front of the boss. And that's about it, I think. Oh yes, in phase 3 he puts these obelisks on the ground. The obelisks have got sort of spiky bits pointing in 4 directions sticking out of them. After a while they'll fire lines of energy out of those points. Make sure that you don't stand in front of them. The longer phase 3 goes on, the more of those obelisks there will be. I always tell when I've remembered everything I need to explain because bloody really checks. First Armageddon's coming, make sure we soak all the spots. Looks good. Yep, well done. Singularities in 10 seconds, don't be directly underneath it when it comes down. Knock your beak back so I don't need too near the edges. Here it comes. Armageddon, make sure we catch everything. Good. In the middle to soak the beam.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Armageddon again. If you're not debuffed, be ready to soak.
3, 2, 1.
Another line for those who aren't soaking. Oh boy. Yeah, you've got all the Armageddons. Good job, guys. Another Dread Flame coming. circles out. Phase 2. You really could come in behind if you targeted with the reflections. And yet, Armageddon's next, it's in about 10 seconds, followed by a Trick Flame. Everyone should be debuffed, so whoever's nearest to soak. Oh, you missed one. Got a personal maybe think about using it. Singularity soon, one of the corners is going to have a purple drop down, make sure you don't get knocked off the edge. It's behind us. Make sure we soak the Dread Flame. Don't run back in front of the boss.
Not moving.
Armageddon in 2 seconds, if you're not debuffed, then soak. More percent phase 3. We should we've got enraging reflections in 10 seconds, so slow down DPS slightly. Don't push them past 40% until the ads have been burnt. Armageddon as well. Burn the reflections. Burn the boss. 3%. Singularity, don't get knocked off. It's in the back corner again. Look at where the ads are. Look for boss.
And I will grant you sight.
We got him.
Yep, where they're pinging.
There he is against the edge.
There's 3 just ahead of him and 2 either side.
Here we go, phase 3, group up. Personal cooldown if you've got it.
Grab it.
First obelisks in 3 seconds. Lasers in 3, look where the obelisks are.
Very.
Dread flames, spread them out. Okay, don't get dragged in there until we're ready. Don't get in front of boss. Unless you're a tank, of course. Obelisks. Dread flames, spread them out, try not to overlap too much. Lasers coming. Dread flames, make sure we split it. Missiles coming soon at the very end of the cast. We want to jump in, wait for him to start casting. It's casting now. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, go. Back out again. Obelisks in a second. 9 where they are. Obelisk lasers in about 8 seconds. More Dread flame. Here it comes. Spread them out. Try to overlap. Nicely done.
Give Wemo time to watch the vid. Very nice, well done. Much, much better in that darkness phase. Well, I was going to roll on that thwack and then I got one. We're actually going to finish early, unless would people like to go and do the first boss heroic? I doubt Selv would object. We could go in and flick it out, see how we go. And that will give us more time on Tuesday on progression. Let's go give it a go. So we'll zone out. Do we need to use the portal? Or just jump?
No,
Talk
don't
to
know
the
any
lady.
way
No,
out.
talk to Egwin.
Talk to the
Okay.
lady. And then you basically turn around and go exit the portal right behind you.
So the main difference for the boss on heroic is that the tank swaps sides for the goop on the ground, and we're making sure that his circle isn't in the pillars. No probs. This looks okay.
Who lost her life defending this temple. Her rest has been defiled.
So no.
Now she haunts these halls as a banshee. Release her from this torment.
So yeah, the flame that appears in the four corners also destroys the pillars, and pillars appear where people are, so make sure you run out of the flame and away from it so that we can place pillars in a useful position. We have pillars when we need them. If we end up without pillars when he does the AoE, we're in some trouble. It's more important. We didn't do very well this time in normal to not destroy pillars with the comet.
We'll stay 4 heals, Mish. That's cool.
Killing you will regain my master's favor.
I don't know where the little boss is.
Actually, good point.
Up 12. Right.
Did you want us to summon you?
That's right, I'm just here.
So remember that the fire that appears on the ground, it creeps around a little bit. So just because you have pillars when it's about to explode, if there's fire next to it, it may creep and destroy them just before it goes off. Make sure that you take that into account, because we had a pretty bad moment or two last time we did this, I think.
Is that better?
It's slightly louder.
Hello now?
It's
That's
fine
all right.
as.
Five, four, three, two, one.
There's spikes going out. Crashing comment in a moment. Make sure you don't kill any spikes, please. More spikes going out. Shattering Star right after the spikes. Comets out as well. Is that fire out? I don't see it. Spike. Comet again. Here comes the burning in 10 seconds. Make sure you move those comets out. There's the burning on the right side at the back. Move to the left a bit if you need to. Cover a spike. More spikes going out. Comets. Spikes going out.
Yeah, swap sides coming.
The fire's front left, so move rightwards everybody. Comets again. Shattering Star right after. Try and use the middle spikes. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Comets. Fire's left side still, but it's changing in 5 seconds. Spike in a moment. Comet in 5. Fire's still on the left side. More spikes, try and be wide a bit if you can. Shattering Star, get out of the way if you're not targeted. Comet in 2. Fire's Fires creep right over, we're almost out of spikes, make sure you don't smash them. More spikes. Take cover in 10 seconds, oh sorry, we're like 5 now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fires on this side, watch out, we lose spikes.
And we'll be swapping side.
Personal immunities, never mind.
Four, three, two, one.
Well,
Do we want to wipe or try?
2 tanks, 2 healers, 3 DPS, keep pushing, it's a while to berserk. Just watch out, because not many people to be targeted by comets and shit. I'm going to raise it in a moment. Oh, we lost, we're down to just south of healing. No, I think we should wait. Let's run this, look at this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, that's our problematic state, which is where the fire and the spikes align just before a burning, and we lose all the spikes. Really what it means is that even though it's convenient for the range to cluster up away from the fire, we do need to kind of spread out a little bit so that the spikes are distributed around a bit more. Not bad though, 90%.
Five, four, three, two, one.
The spikes have gone out. Comments? Spikes again, followed by a star. Try and use more than one spike if you can. More spikes going out. Comet in a second. Infernal burning in 5 seconds. Find a spike to hide behind soon. Spikes coming, Commander 5 after that. Where's Queen? Fire's crept on the right back, make sure that we get some more spikes to the left of it. Spikes the tree.
4,
good. Burning in a second, use the new spikes. Helmets. Burnings come over this side. Spikes on the right side. Comets. Keep those spikes, pretty precious. Burning in 7 seconds, be ready to run to a spike. Look like fire's moved, go to the right side. Good stuff, more spikes going out. Comet. Shattering Star in a second, followed by spikes, followed by Comet. Fire's front left, so we should be okay for a bit. Fire's moved, we need to get away to the left side. Comets. Spike followed by burning. Make sure we get another spike to the left a bit more if we can. That's good. We're well away from the fire now. The spikes are burnings now. Comets away.
Tanks have still got
Eyes on front. Almost there. Stuff.
beautiful metric, beautiful.
New record.
Echo of the Guardian Egwene appears, just as she did in the cathedral.
I sealed each level of this temple so that no invader could descend into its depths. I never anticipated that the Legion would find.
Well, great, everyone. That's good timing. We'll finish 5 minutes early, and we'll see everybody on Tuesday that can make it. And nice work.
Cheers all.
And well done, Wemo. You did just fine. We outgear you, so we expect it'll take a few weeks. Good to have you back. Really good.